What?
I was meaning to boot up Silent Hill too, but this joint had me in chokehold all weekend, bro.
You talking about on the grid, off the grid?
Yeah, bro. I'm like level 18 in this bitch. I just got my first win too, like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, yeah. I got two hex extractions. I got purple and a green one. I got my loadout legit, my character legit. Look like, cause normally when I do a creative character, I try to make my RIP my granddad, but I try to make my granddad inside the game, and I got pretty close. So I fuck with the character creation.
Nice. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what it's look like when it's complete. You know, when they polish it up and when they do their thing.
Yeah, I was surprised that this is a Unreal 5 game.
Yeah, I think we'll start to see a lot more of those now that we're halfway into a generation.
Facts. Some people were complaining about some performance. Personally, at this point, I done played. Let me see. It might show. It might show how many matches I done played. I done played. Okay, I done played 50 plus matches so far, and I only had performance issues inside two of them. And the reason I remember them is because it was noticeably I was having noticeable issues on the screen. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's been pretty legit. You know what I'm saying? For Unreal 5 game, and then also this is a blockchain game, so you got some kind of blockchain crossover with like NFT crypto type stuff.
That's
And
what they try to do a lot back like 2021 and shit. And
bro, but them games back then was ass. They was ass. And bro, I'm in the NFT. I got like a little, I got a small little portfolio. I got like 8 NFTs. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I fuck
And
with it because this gives you like for real ownership and you could do something with it. But then
yeah,
what I don't like is motherfuckers focus on that and they just use the game as an appetizer to get you into that. And in the game
yeah,
there's no substance, there's no nothing, and that's the fucking shitty shit about it.
yeah.
But
Them
what up,
games were
RPG? How you doing,
ass,
bro?
bro. Yeah, shout out RPG, man. I was in his stream the other day. He was streaming um Ghost of Tsushima horror mode.
Yeah, I hopped on the chat with him yesterday. He was playing that not Alan Wake, but the people that make Alan Wake, that shooter they did
Control.
Control. There you go.
I got that game. I ain't booted up yet. You ever played it?
Yeah, I beat it.
Oh shit, how is it?
I liked it. I mean, it was cool. It's got some interesting ideas. The story is very dense, and a lot of people get confused with it. But I mean, that's the kind of games Remedy makes. But if you go in
Yeah.
there with like a shooter and having cool powers and shit, it's not bad.
Okay, cause I got it. I might fuck with it, cause I got a lot of games that I haven't just dove into, but like I don't know, man. Like the last 2 years, year and a half, I've been trying to play shit I don't normally play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, make excuses to play a game, not make excuses to not play a game.
Facts, I fuck with that, bro. Cause hey, I'm gonna go ahead and take the whole PS4 gen. If that bitch didn't have no multiplayer, I'm not buying.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and I was the
Straight
opposite.
up.
If it ain't got single player, I ain't buying it. I mean, I still do that. I don't
Facts.
give a fuck.
I was so sleep, bro. Cause PS4 all I played was because that's when the new Battlefront came out. The new shit.
The Battlefront or Battlefield?
Star Wars
Oh
Battlefront.
yeah, yeah.
Cause
So I
back in the
got like
day,
800 hours in that motherfucker.
bro, I was on that bitch. I was on Division 1 and Destiny. That was fucking it. I didn't play shit else.
The
I didn't play
Division
shit.
pissed me off because it didn't have like your typical campaign, and like I wasn't into. I at least now understand co-op and PV or
Okay, I
PVE,
can, you know what?
PvP.
I kind of get what you're saying. I kind of get what you're saying,
But
cause
a
it
couple
ain't
years
like
ago, I didn't know none of that, so I'm like, what the fuck is this?
do you got Division 2?
hmm
Have you
I got
played it?
both. Yeah, not a lot. I
Ah,
probably got like I don't know, 30 minutes into it. I
motherfucker,
feels
Nate,
overwhelming.
Tuesday, Tuesday, that's what the fuck we playing, nigga.
It just feels overwhelming. Like I don't know. Like that was my biggest complaint with Destiny is you hop in there and the the inboarding of the game is not it's not good. So like it took me
Yeah.
consistently going back into Destiny, YouTubing shit, Googling shit because I was interested
Mm-mm.
in it. Um in
There
order
you
for me to
go.
understand it. What's up, Mr. Nelson? You're
I
fucking
fell
late.
asleep.
You're
I
fucking
know.
late. You're getting written up.
Okay.
I told RPG the same shit. You're fucking getting written up.
Yeah, bro. Now
But
you need to use Marcus alarm clock for you, my boy.
yeah, yeah, he
Yeah.
got one. He got that Nintendo,
That's what I'm
whatever,
saying. That's what I'm
Uh,
fucking with him. Like
fucking
you need to
pussy.
unwrap that joint,
You know,
use
no,
that
you,
bitch into
you know what's gonna happen? That motherfucking music's gonna be playing, and he's gonna think he's dreaming, but it's his fucking alarm clock, fucking trying to wake his ass up. He's gonna think he's fucking 6 years old playing Super Mario World. That's what the fuck's gonna happen.
he's gonna be in his dream jumping in boxes and stumping mud goombas and shit.
Yeah, fuck, man, I miss those days. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You
I
know,
want to
I
squash my kids. They're both awful.
I already
Shout out to
told you,
my
That
sister,
bro.
man. That's a
that
good
fucking
kid right there,
pro
bro.
can't come fight enough, dude. I got up for work to fucking today, and I already got to get up early. I'm not used to getting up early. Fucking didn't get that much sleep. Fucking, I'm getting my fucking clothes on, and the kids are fighting. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. They're already fucking fighting over the PS5.
That's actually late.
Damn,
I'll be
bro.
fighting with my sister at
Mhm.
5 in the morning. They need to step their fucking sibling rivalry up.
Thanks, bro.
Well, we're all here, and I'm glad you brought up the pro because now I want to get into that topic. But before we get into
Oh
that,
shit.
before we get into that, thank y'all for coming through. If you're not here with us live right now,
I need to do
watching the
my sharing and
replay,
whatnot.
thank you. But we're back another Sunday night State of Game podcast. I am your host, Will 777JP, with my co-host Nelson Gaming Culture, and I will never ever not call him my co-host again,
Wow.
and demote him. And
Brother.
what? What? What did I say?
Go ahead,
And
man.
our special guest for the day, Mr. Henry Heck, out
What's
here
popping?
with us. Thank you, Henry, for coming through, bro. I know I asked you Friday, but I for real thought it was gonna be like Nelson's week, but it's really my week, and I was like, fuck, we need a third. Because it's just funner with three. Because Nelson's a fucking pussy, and he's late. So I decided to ask you, and I appreciate you coming in today. And
So
sorry, and so I'm glad you were able to accept the invite. And Nelson, well, you've been working and doing family stuff, but I want to ask you, Thursday I'm off. Do you think we can get Tornado and do a podcast Thursday morning or
Nope.
or afternoon? Why?
Friday, because I gotta work.
What do you mean? You get off at what? Midnight? You get home at 1?
2 o'clock in the morning.
So 2, you sleep 9 hours, you get up at 11, you leave the house what time? Through 2?
To, I
All right.
guess. I don't know.
man, Nelson ain't finna do that shit, man.
No, Nelson's a pussy. He's not about that life. Well, either way, next time you're late, Nelson, you're fucking getting demoted, and we're gonna have to promote fucking somebody. I don't know who. We'll figure it out. I'm just fucking with y'all. Thank y'all so much for kicking it with us tonight. Man, we got some. I got a couple topics, but you know how we do here. It's raw and uncut. We talk about whatever the fuck we want. Whatever we feel like talking about. We were making fun of Nelson because Nelson, day one, baby. Nintendo
Alarmo.
alarm fucking alarmo. We're just making fun of him like he's the fucking Super Mario World theme song's gonna come on and he's gonna instead of waking up thinking he's fucking Goombas and shit in his sleep. And so that's gonna be cool to talk about in a little bit. But we
Do
got
you
the
got it, Nelson?
introductions. Well, he
Huh?
pre-ordered it.
I pre-ordered it. I don't
Oh,
know
so
when
it
it
ain't
comes
came
out.
yet. Okay,
It ain't got
gotcha,
no
gotcha.
release date yet. I don't know when does it come out, Nelson.
I don't know. It's limited edition. I just ordered it.
Mm. Well,
Moving
anyways,
on with my day.
I'm sorry I got carried away making fun of Nelson. Henry, say hi to the people.
What's up, good people? It's your boy, the boy Henry Heck, back at it again with another episode of
I
State
mean,
of
let's be
Game.
real. If you fuck with my channel, you know who the fuck Henry is. You know who the fuck Henry is. Henry got the keys to the house. He can just come in whenever the fuck he want, kick his feet back. So you know Nelson gaming culture, which I talk a lot about you in my videos, bro. I've noticed that I made my collection video today, and I brought you up how we played Alien. Forgot what it's called.
The
Alien.
ten, the 10-year-old one. Did they just have 10-year-old
The
thing?
no the fire team.
Alienation?
No Aliens fire team.
Oh, if I tell
Oh,
you,
Yeah, was it this year that we beat it, or was that last year? Do you remember?
I think it was early this year.
Yeah, okay.
It
you
could have
know what's
been. It could have
crazy?
been holiday last year, though. I don't know.
What's
Well,
crazy, bro. I don't never get any invite to these co-op situations, bro.
bro, the I just started playing co-op games like 2023 like that. I wasn't even. I was just in
I
my
didn't even
own
know you
little
didn't.
world. Of exactly. I was in my own little world. I was. I mean, I posted here and there, but nothing too much. You gotta think back then. I had my other job, so I was. I mean,
Yeah,
I was traveling
yeah.
a
You count,
lot,
count,
and
count what it was. Count feeties and what's
yeah.
that? Never.
So I ain't really have time to be social media like that. And probably about last summer or so, I started being more proactive, joined a couple podcasts, and then Thrifty invited me on his, and I did his for basically a year and a half, and then now we're here. But before that, yeah, I wasn't too active
Oh,
in
this
the
is fucking
socials.
burst. This is getting stupid.
And I'm thankful I wasn't, because fuck, there's some retards out there. There's some fucking dumbasses out here in the world, and I feel
Oh,
bad. I
you
like,
already know. You
how do
already
you
know.
make it through however the fuck old you are and still alive? Like, I can't believe natural selection has not taken your dumb ass out. But either way, that's a story for another day. But Nelson, you
Well,
have your Alarmo coming. You got your PS5 Pro coming. How are you feeling about the Pro? Now that you've pre-ordered it, we're 2 weeks out
I
from
need it
pre-ordering it.
ASAP, dude. My kids are killing each other over fucking the PS5 all the time.
Yes, they do need
You know
another
how I usually
PS5.
settle it, but a lot of times I'm leaving for work if they're off of school that day or whatever. But you know how you usually break it off when I come downstairs and they're fighting over it. And I go, "Fuck you both! It's my turn." That's how I get them to stop arguing over it.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's good.
you can take care of that situation with a regular PS5. But I'm talking about specific
Oh,
PS5 Pro
shit.
reason. I already told you, if I was your kid, I would see your catalytic converter while you're sleeping and sell that bitch and get a PS5. But what is there any new information that you? Because honestly, I haven't been following the PS5 Pro just because I kind of made up my mind that I'm not gonna get one day one. Now people got that fucked up like I'm never gonna get one. And look, I may never get one, right? Like my PS4 Pro, I got that
The
last
longer you
year.
wait, the less. What do you want? What's the word I'm looking for? Less sense it makes.
Well, I just got my PS4 Pro last year, 2023, because my PS4 took a shit. So I got the Pro for $100. The thing was like brand new. So I jumped on it. But it took me how many years to get that thing? But for y'all that that don't know, or some of y'all that do know, but for some fucking reason you just cannot fathom that I don't want a pro. I don't know why it's so fucking complicated. No, it's not a fucking money issue. If I really wanted to, I got a Series X, I got a PS5 regular, I got fucking Steam Deck, I got a whole bunch of consoles. I just take all that shit to fucking GameStop, trade it all in, and walk out with a PS5 Pro and some money in my fucking pocket. All right. If I was hurting for money, that's what I
Nah,
would
nah,
do.
nah. You walk in that bitch with some money on your store credit.
You're right. The motherfucker give me 37 cents and a fucking coupon of Arby's. But
I
Yeah,
fuck
I
with
know.
Arby's.
Fucking. A lot of times they're like 37 cents in store credit. I'm like, bitch, you're selling this for 19.99. I just went over and looked at the shelf.
ridiculous.
You can't give me $4?
And I think
God
that's
damn.
we'll talk about GameStop in a little bit because well, anyways, but the PS5 Pro, I've been keeping tabs on it from a distance. And what I mean by that is if somebody like one of you guys talk about it, some new information, then I'll pay attention. But I don't go out here actively looking at what are the name of this YouTube channel that always does like the tech breakdown for
Digital
Digital
Foundry.
Foundry? Like I'm not out here watching Digital Foundry videos and none of that shit to try to get information. I don't do none of that. I just kind of hear the info from you guys. That's why I asked Nelson, is there anything new that has got him even more excited? And Nelson's like, no, I just need my fucking kids to leave me the fuck alone. So, but
Nah, they have come out with more games and stuff like that. It's just I'm trying to remember them all and shit like that because it's like, what am I skipping right now? You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Silent Hill 2, I don't remember if that was on the list, but I'm like, I'm gonna wait for the Pro. So I'm like delicately moving around games to wait for it to come out on Pro.
We'll see. And
The patch.
I'm glad you said that because I'm the opposite. I mean, I don't, especially with PlayStation first party, they give me that 30, 40, 60 option, sometimes 120. The 40 to me is a sweet spot in these games. So, that's part of the reason why I don't want the Pro. Part of the reason one is I'm still playing the games at 30 and 40, 60. The difference between 40 and 30 or 40 and 60 as far as graphics goes, I can't really tell a huge difference. I mean, when it gets to 60, I can tell the drop in fidelity a little bit, but from 30 to 40, I mean, it's a freaking inch, if we're talking about measurements, right? It's just an inch. Like it's nowhere near enough for me to be like, oh, this needs an upgrade. Now, that doesn't mean I don't understand why people definitely want one. I mean, fuck, 60 at 4K. Of course, that sounds beautiful. But at the same time, to me, it's not worth $700 because no, I'm not gonna trade in my PS5. No, I'm not gonna trade in my fucking Series X. No, I'm not gonna trade in my fucking left nut. So I only pay $300 for a PS5 Pro. That's not how my mind fucking works. And the other thing is with the PS5 Pro, I'm getting less features with it. Physical features, accessories. I'm not getting a disc drive. I'm not getting a stand. These are all shit that I got to pay for out of pocket. So now instead of trading something in and getting it for half the price and then buying a fucking disc drive and then the other shit, I'm just choosing not to. Now, I'm not going to tell you not to or anybody out there not to. You do your fucking deal, right? But the fucking thing that pisses me off, and this just happened, Hendry's a witness to it. This just happened yesterday, and this has also happened earlier in the week on Reddit. Reddit of all places. I don't even fucking go on Reddit like that. I just saw a post that I thought was interesting and I commented
It's
on it.
cesspool. It's
But
cesspool.
motherfuckers, people talk so much shit about open-minded and all opinions or let's hear them and whatever, but as soon as somebody goes against a fucking opinion that you think is right, all of a sudden you're a brokey, you're a fucking PC. Like some dude posted a fucking handheld, I don't even know what the fuck it is, one of those expensive $800 PC handhelds. It was like, you don't see the value, and then he puts a fucking picture and I'm like, so you're just one of those dudes that yells random shit out to something that
I
you don't
seen
even
that.
know
I
what
seen
the
that
fuck
shit.
you're talking about. Like I did not compare a PS5 Pro to a fucking PC. If you guys know, I can't stand fucking PC. Fucking 2 weekends ago, it took me like 17 hours, literally, not me sitting there, but over time, downloading Windows updates and all this fucking bullshit just so my son can play Spore, which is a fucking 2008 PC game. Piss me the fuck off. So why the fuck? Plus, PC dudes are just fucking weird.
Tell me this till now. That's funny. God, I hate fucking PCs.
Dude, I fucking
Yeah,
hate them. I can't
I ain't got
stand
time
them.
for that shit.
the
I
new
fucking
PC guys are peculiar, bro.
Bro, at
They
work this
real
week,
peculiar.
uh what's the email from Microsoft? Uh
Office. I mean, no, I'm
no,
tripping.
no,
No, it
no.
ain't. No, it ain't.
It's fuck, I forget the name. But that had a fucking blackout, basically not a blackout, but it had like a 3 gig or some fucking download update, whatever that fucked everything up, and emails all across the country were fucked up. Like I cannot deal with shit like that. I mean, I kicked my fucking little bathroom garbage bag or garbage fucking can last week when I was trying to hook up my PC because I disabled the Wi-Fi on accident. I couldn't figure out how to put it back on, and I fucking almost broke my toe just trying to figure that out. So just imagine getting a fucking game, you download it, and now all of a sudden you just fucking the specs ain't right or the whatever the options, the ray tracing isn't correct. You got to figure that shit out. Fuck that. I'd rather fucking buy two PS5 Pros day one than be stuck with a fucking 4090 fucking little dick PC. Fuck that shit. But motherfuckers are so. We talk about bots all the fucking time.
Oh
But you know
shit.
what we don't talk about? The fucking ponies. And look, I'm a pony too. I admit it. I'm
Oh
a fucking
shit.
pony. Y'all saw my video about the PS5 Pro and how much shit I bought. I have bought every single piece of hardware PlayStation has released this generation. Every single one,
Fucker.
except for a disc drive and a stand, and I'm gonna be buying those for my PS5 30 anniversary edition. Those are the only two. But I purchased every single fucking thing. The
You
the
want a pro? You
plates,
got that anniversary edition.
well, it would have been nice, but the plates, I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 different colors. 8 different fucking colors. And they're all brand new. I've been using the red for fucking 3 years. Which by the way, I've promised you guys on Twitter that I would change it to purple because I think that's the color that won in my question that I asked. But that's besides the point. I buy everything. So now I'm not a fucking enthusiast because I don't want a PS5 Pro. Why is it hard for you to fathom that somebody like me who buys everything PlayStation puts out is not buying the fucking Pro? And not even that. That's not the thing that bothers me. Why the fuck do you just attack people right away? I mean, look, I get the bots, right, with their ridiculous fucking shit and comparing PCs and saying, hey, you can build the fucking PC with your left nut and your right titty if you're overweight, right? You got bigger titties, so that means you can get more PC out of it. Shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a fuck about PC. We're console fucking
You know
gamers.
what's funny is these dudes always they like, oh yeah, you can make a PC with this and that. I'm like, how come you? Let me see your PC. Is this your PC? No, they don't want to play that shit.
No, their
You hear
PCs are
They ain't
Porter
gonna do
Rock?
fucking.
that
You
shit.
hear Porter Rock? He had a thing update today. He says, digital founder, you want to make money? You want to make money? This $700 PC build. I want you guys to build that and have your what do you call it, analysis and compare that to the PS5 Pro when it comes out. I guarantee you get more views than any other your analysis.
They ain't gonna do
I'm
that.
like, I ain't gonna lie, I'd watch every goddamn one of them, and
I would watch
I
it
don't
too.
watch it
These dudes'
because
PCs.
I know that $700 PC is gonna get fucking shredded.
No, these dudes' PCs are nothing but a fucking Amazon tablet and a fucking wireless keyboard. Like that's what they call a fucking PC. Like shut the fuck up, bro. You're out here playing with fucking 15-year-old tech talking about that this kills the PS5 Pro. Now, I will defend a Pro for that, right? Because that's just idiocracy. That's just dumb as fuck. You're ignorant, you're stupid, you're a PC fucking pussy who wears cat ears while fucking playing dog balls on PC. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me. Grown men are talking over here, right?
Go play banana.
Go exactly. Go do that. But somebody like me, I get fucking attacked all the time just
Oh
because I
man.
fucking don't want a PC. And this is coming from a lot of different fucking people. And look, I said my mind can change. Fuck, it can change right fucking now. Right now, I can say, you know what? I want to buy a PS5 Pro. And who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? You don't pay my fucking bills. You're not gonna buy me a PS5 Pro. I'm not gaming on your fucking time. Why the fuck do you even care? So why are you so hurt that I say I don't see the value in it? Like, come on. So I'm sorry, I kind of went on a little rant there. Henry,
Do your
special
thing.
guest of the night.
What's
Um,
popping?
you with the PS5 Pro, I know you're excited, and I'm excited for you. I'm
Yes.
excited for Nelson.
Yes.
I'm excited for RPG. I'm excited for Hero. I'm excited for I think Thrifty's getting one too, just not right away. I'm excited for all these guys to get the fucking shit that they want. That's cool as fuck, right? Just like I was excited for Morgan when she secured the 30th edition Pro bundle. That was
Talking
fucking
about,
dope.
oh, bro,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? One of us got
I
it.
I'm not
know, I
gonna
know her
lie.
heart.
If I would have got that, as much as I want to open up and play with that, that shit would be going into a safety deposit box.
Oh, dude, I'm
I
selling.
was,
If I can get
I
five
would
Gs
have,
for it, I'm selling that motherfucker.
I
I
wouldn't
would
because
have
I'd
shit on
wait
myself,
5 years and get
bro.
10.
Oh, that too. But I mean, fuck, 5Gs right now. Fuck it. I
That'd
mean,
be an investment. That'd be like double up my money in 5 years. You know
I
what
ain't
I
gonna
mean?
lie.
Shit,
That's what I'm doing with the 30th anniversary. That's why I bought it.
the fours are still, you can get the fours are still for like 2, 3 thousand for the four.
It is the PS4 Pro 20th edition.
Yeah, bro.
It is. I mean, the reason I got
And there
the
was a lot more of those. I bet. How many of them were there?
oh yeah, a lot more. Out of there's no number.
Yeah, it's no
But
number. It was just until watch supplies
I
lasted.
mean, there's a
Wow.
lot. There's a lot of the PS5, just the regular PS5 Anniversary Edition. There's a lot of those. I mean, I was able to secure one. You know, I'm never that really that lucky. Like the luckiest I got is getting a fucking Spider-Man controller. Like that's the luckiest I've been securing anything like this. Even my PS5 regular, I fucking got it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks after release from a GameStop bundle that I paid like $800. Everybody was fucking trying to rip people off back then. But I'm sorry, Henry. I keep talking over you. Henry, anything new you found out about the Pro that's making you want it anymore, or are we still with the same information they released on the State
Nah,
of Play?
I'm still rocking with the same stuff. I've not watched no breakdowns. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All I know is it's better than what I got. And back I used to work in a factory. It was a guy. he got a little raise or whatever. He said it's more than I had and it's better than that at all. And
Yeah, right.
I carried that with me the whole time. So it's like, bro, if it's better, I'll take it, bro, because it's not like I'm
Yeah, I
expecting it.
don't need it, but it's like if I'm going to use it
Yeah,
for 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, facts. And then plus,
5, 8 years, my
I've
kids are going to use it for another 4 years after that. So
Bro, your
yeah,
kids are gonna be
yeah,
12 by the time they're done using that thing, or when the
yeah,
PS6 comes out.
nah,
yeah. So we
they'll,
gonna
yeah,
get our
yeah,
I'm gonna
they'll
get
be
my
in
money's out of it.
they'll
Money's
be
worth.
13 and 11,
Yeah, that's
and by the
great.
time they get a PS6, they'll be like fucking almost one will be almost ready to graduate
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they're not
bro.
going to get one until I get a pro. That's just how I want to do things because I'm not going to take the loss.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
that's how
They can
all
wait.
fathers work because Will, your son got your four, my
yeah.
son got my four, and
That's the way I
I-
did it because I was like, they
yeah,
wanted. Instead of getting a PS5 way back, I'm like, I know there's going to be a pro because this gen's going to be 8, 9 years long, and the next gen's going to be 9, 10 years long. Like
I think this gen might fuck around and be 10 years long. To be honest with you,
Well,
I thought so too, but
I was listening
yeah,
to
it's not.
the Mooch podcast earlier today, and wait, I have a question for you guys that I heard there that these guys all said no to, and I was like, what are you talking about? But something they said about the Pro or the PS4 is that these dudes are thinking that that generation is going to last like another 10 years. And I kind of tend to agree. I mean, there's still, I mean, fuck, PS3 to this day still gets brand new games. Now, they're not like double A games or triple A games. They're like super indie, super rare, but you can still go online and buy a brand
Yeah,
new,
PS4 is going to get games all the way through this gen for like the indies and shit. Because
yeah.
why not? You know what I mean?
Well, my
If the shit
buddy,
can run on a Switch, you know what I mean?
Well, my buddy travels to the Middle East a lot for business, and he says that people are still gaming on PS2, PS3s, PS4. Like it's the new shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in the poorer parts of like Saudi Arabia, for example,
Yeah,
which is
makes sense.
coincidentally something we're gonna talk about today. But yeah, he says that man, he fucking stopped at one of his coworkers' house and all the coworkers, cousins, everybody, they had like four PS2s in that motherfuckers, and they're having them all linked up playing with each other and shit to this fucking day. So that kind of surprised me a little bit. But the question that they said no to, it wasn't a question, it was a statement. They all agreed. I forgot who asked it, so shout out to Mooch. But the question was, or the statement was, there has been nothing graphically exciting this generation. And that took me back. And they all said, yeah, you're right, there isn't. I said, what? One dude brought up Hellblade. He's like, Hellblade, but that's basically a walking simulator. There's no gameplay, no nothing, but it looks good. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? We literally just got Horizon DLC, Horizon Forbidden West DLC. Like, did y'all see the water and the clouds and fucking everything in that game? Am I tripping, or do you guys agree with them
no,
that
no,
there
no. You
hasn't
know
Well,
me,
been?
like
bro.
that, even
I don't know what the fuck they talking about, bro. We ain't got nothing.
That's what they're
Spider-Man,
saying.
Spider, Spider-Man one. Look at
Or
Spider-Man one, then play Spider-Man two, and tell me there ain't a difference.
or look at Miles Morales when the PS5 first dropped. Look at Ratchet and Clank.
Bro,
Like
look at
these
fucking Demon Souls remake. Look
Demon
at that
Souls,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
I just couldn't
Yeah,
understand.
people think about these games, but it's like if you don't play that remastered version that's been updated for PS5, you might have think it looked great, but you go put that on right now, and then you put on Horizon Zero Dawn right now, and then put on Horizon Forbidden West. Tell me there ain't no fucking difference.
There's a big difference.
They said
Not
it's
not to mention you're going from
nothing.
30 to 60. That's a huge jump as it is because that's a lot
No,
more taxing.
they
But the
didn't.
It's
visuals,
nothing visually impressive.
in your mind, it was blowing your mind. But now
Mhm.
you're
You're
used to it.
used to
That's
it.
the difference.
Well, they didn't say.
Fucking Returnal was visually impressive. You
Yeah,
see all that
the
fucking
particle
particles
effects.
and all. Come
Yeah.
on, bruh.
Well, man, I wish I can remember the exact wording, and I can't believe I can't, dude. But it was something like they were talking about the PS5 Pro, and I don't know if they were being a little bombastic about it to kind of like um be on the pros like dig a little bit, because it's a new thing coming out. I don't know if that was the case, but I just remember them talking like that, and I'm like, what do you? And I thought about Horizon right away. Like when I played the DLC, bro, and I saw them frogs, and then the new part of the map that you can go to, and like I was. Oh, it's RPG. Thank you, RPG. So I'm not wrong. Am I wrong, RPG, in thinking what I'm saying? Because I don't want to take it off, or come up with something completely different than they were talking about. But I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? There's nothing impressive this generation. Almost every new game that we play from PlayStation is impressive. Like I don't think there's been a first party game, even Astro Bot. I don't think there's been one game on from PlayStation that I was like, whoa, this is cool, or this isn't cool, or this doesn't look good, or like they could have done like I haven't set the or I haven't seen anything like that, and I'm glad that you guys agree. But speaking of Saudi Arabia, oh, and by the way, before I move on to Saudi Arabia, also, PlayStation can sell me on the Pro any minute. Any minute now, they can sell me on the Pro. They can put out something and sell me on it instantly. I'm not like against the Pro or anything. I just don't think that it's worth it $800 to me in order to get the Pro. In order to play the Pro, just like I play my PS5 right now, meaning I still have to keep making purchases and upgrading that thing in order to play it the same way that I play it right now. I got to get a disk drive that's $70, $80. I got to get a stand that's $30. I'm $109.99. I don't
To be
think,
fair, you don't have to get a damn stand.
no, no, I understand that. You don't have to, and I can get a cheap one, right? I can go to Amazon and get a fucking $10 one. I'm still at $800. And I just don't think that 4K 60 is worth $800 to me right now. And once again, it's not a money fucking thing. I got the money. As a matter of fact, just
Yeah,
sold
but
the
Yeah,
whip.
you're
I think
you
definitely
you're
that's where
also like you'll take quality. You don't mind playing at 30. I mean, if I have to, I'll play at 30, but I don't want to play at 30
But
no
that's the
more.
misconception that people have of me, right? Because, like, yes, I do play on 30, but more than likely, I'm playing on 60 because it's very rare that a game has a very solid 30. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Some 30s on these games look really good. A lot of the times they don't. And what I mean by I play at 30 is if the 30 is stable and smooth and I get that big graphical increase, then I'll play at 30. I don't mind. But I also say all the time that my preferred option is the one that PlayStation gives me, which is at 40. That's the sweet spot for me. I just don't think $800 is the right price for the Pro when I have to buy a disk drive. And also, now this is me being a little bitter, and I admit it. I admit this. I don't have a problem. I tell my family all the time, if I get caught in the alley sucking dick, and somebody gets a video of me doing so, and they come up to me and they say, "Hey, Will 777 JP, we caught you sucking big fucking dick back there. If you don't give me $1,000, we're gonna tell your friends and family." You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna tell my friends and family because I don't believe in fucking secrets, is what I'm trying to say. Now, of course, I keep things to myself, and there's shit in my personal life that I keep to myself, but there's nothing in my life that if it got out there, I'm gonna be embarrassed or be like, oh my God, no, I'll pay whatever. Like, no, I don't know. I'm comfortable in who I am. I'm not perfect. I'm overweight. I'm lazy sometimes. I don't get enough sleep. Like, I got problems, right? I'm not a perfect human whatsoever. I have problems in it. There's a lot of things I can work on. But at the same time, I am not ashamed of who I am. And the reason I'm not is because we all have some sort of fucking problems, right? We all have, whether it's financial problems, the wife cheated on me, my kids fucking hate me. Doesn't fucking matter. We all have different problems. Ain't nobody here perfect. So I am not a judgmental person. And I really don't give a fuck what others think about me. What I don't like is when people lie on me, right? That's why I get mad when they say, "Oh, you're fucking broke. That's why you don't want it." Or some dude said, "Oh, you gotta ask mommy for money." It's like, okay, dude, you're fucking stupid. But
that's
the
crazy.
the
More
40 is,
money and fucking limited edition bullshit than most people have in general.
and that's why I made that's not why I made the video. The reason I made the why I don't want a pro or I'm not an enthusiast pro video is to show people that if somebody like me is not an enthusiast, then who the fuck is? And I showed my receipts, right, of everything I've purchased for PlayStation, which is everything. How much more of an enthusiast can I be? And the reason I wanted to make that point is because I'm not getting the pro, but yet because I'm not getting the pro, I am not an enthusiast. What the fuck? That just doesn't make any sense. But anyways, the so 40 is my ideal thing, and PlayStation can sell me on the Pro at any minute. If they come out with a Black Friday special, for example, where it's like, 699 or 749 and you get a disc drive, I'll jump on it. The part that I'm bitter about is that not only are they charging $700 and then I got to buy everything separate. That's what makes me bitter about it. It's like I feel like I'm getting less. Even though the technology in the system is way more, right? The performance is way more. I still feel like the accessory part of the console, things that we have always gotten, is less, including the PS5 OG. We still got a stand, we still got a disc drive, but now you're taking that away. So that's the bitter part of me that I don't like, which is also preventing me from getting the PS5 Pro. And that's it.
I
I love
think
that
I
the
think
disc
that's
drive's
where
separate, but that's me.
people,
Well,
get
no,
hang
I
up
like it
get
separate too, but make a good bundle for me. Don't just fucking charge me retail like you did for the Slim. They have a bundle, right? 500, you get a disc drive, or 450 if you don't want a disc drive. Why can't they do 750 for a disc drive and 700 for a non-disc drive? Why can't they do that? That's all I'm asking for. We're literally $30 apart. Just give me a little something. Like show me that hey, you are a customer of ours. You have been buying physical games from us. So here, let's do this. Instead of paying retail, which is 80 for a disc drive, we're gonna cut you a deal at 50 because we want to, it's just a little gift back. I mean, when people come into my store and buy a DeWalt battery operated fucking drill or something, and I tell them, hey, they have a cheaper option without the batteries. 9 times out of 10, they're buying the combo that has the batteries because it's cheaper than buying everything individually. Just in sales overall, you always get a little bit cheaper if you bundle things together. Why the fuck isn't PlayStation giving me a little bit cheaper for bundling everything together? That's all I'm fucking asking. But now I'm the fucking crazy one because I think that's fucking insane. But yeah, you fucking go to whatever's fucking store and you buy your fucking dildo and your pocket pussy. They give you a 10% fucking discount. You're like, oh, that's all I need. One in the front, one in the back tonight, boys, right? But then I fucking asked for the same shit from PS5, and now I'm a fucking hypocrite, or I'm a pussy, or I'm broke, or whatever the fuck you call me. Come on, why the fuck the difference now? I'm sorry, I got a little pissed off there. Am
about
I
to do your
making
thing,
sense?
man.
Am I making sense to y'all?
Yeah, what you're saying does make sense, and I think the issue or the hang up that a lot of people have is that just say that. Just say I don't like the fact that, they took this and this out and they charging me this. Because you'll say is you don't see the value in it. But then when you say that and then you post all the stuff you done bought, people are like, what you mean? You know what I mean? Because I had a conversation with a guy about your video, and he didn't understand. He was so caught up in you saying value and then seeing the amount of money you spending. Because he was like, well, you spending all this money anyway, so why is it the issue for you to spend the money on the disk drive and the stand if you're already spending all this extra money over here on this other stuff that you got? You know what I mean? So I think it will come off more. I think people will be able to accept it more if you just say, "Hey, I don't like the fact that they took this out the box and took this out the box. That's why I'm not buying it." You know what I mean?
Well, doesn't that what the value means to me? I mean, in my mind, that's what it means. That like,
But I think that make sense to you. But I'm saying to other people, they don't see it that way. You know what I mean? Because they were like, because I thought your video was like good, like because they can see like you clearly you got the money, so it's not because you broke. You know what I mean? But apparently other people not seeing it like that. They seeing it as like you buying all this other stuff that's you could deem as quote unquote meaningless,
mm-hmm,
but you then won't turn around and buy the disk drive, which you would need, and understand that, you know what I mean? So it kind of comes off as you complaining for the sake of complaining instead of just saying, hey, and he didn't say this. The person I talked to didn't say this.
yeah, yeah,
This just what I'm putting together. You know what I mean? From based on what he said and based on what I'm seeing other people say, is just say, hey, I don't like that they took the drive out and I can't buy it in a bundle. I don't like the fact they took the stand out and I can't buy it in the bundle, and that's why I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? Because different people look at that word value differently. You know what I'm saying? Because you seeing it as they taking value away from the system by taking those things out, and the uh, technology they put inside of it is not worth enough for you to buy that package as is without the drive, without the stand. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just what they say, passing in the night. You know what I'm saying? I really just think that's what's going on, because the way that people look at value differently and what something may be worth, because you clearly got the money, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
also,
that's why.
another thing, that you're making very good points, and I 1,000% agree with you. But another thing I want to bring up too. Thanks. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Is that the reason I keep bringing this up? Honestly, it's not even for my reasons or my me will 777. Right? I really don't care what people think about me, but there's plenty of gamers out there that also feel the same way, but maybe they don't know how to explain it correctly. And because I do
Word.
have a platform, that's kind of why I keep talking about this every couple of weeks or so. Because there's gamers out there that feel the same way, and they get shut down away too. Like we just met, RPG and I just met Eli yesterday. Cool dude. I'm gonna have him on the podcast. I'm actually gonna talk to Nelson about it when we can get him in. But cool dude, man. And he came in and he's like, yeah, I agree with you. I also don't see the value in 800. He's another dude that has a lot of the shit we have, and he's a for real gamer. And his YouTube channel, this motherfucker got 4 or 5 hour long videos of playthroughs, platinum runs, and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So
Word.
the reason why I keep talking about it per se, it's not for me or to defend my decisions, because like I said, I really don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody buying shit for me. Ain't nobody gifted me nothing. None of that bullshit. But I really want to talk about it because there's gamers who also get shut down on social media. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about is like, and that I started with that earlier, is like, bro, we all have opinions, right? We all feel about shit in a different way. And look, this is not a video game thing. This happens in everything in our lives, where if you don't agree with certain topics, people shut you down, right? If you're not with the mainstream, they shut you down.
Facts.
That's
They
just
do.
how it is, right? So anybody who feels like that, bro, it's like it is what it is, bro. It's like that in every aspect of our lives. But some people even say dumbass shit like, then why you talking about it? Motherfucker. The same reason everybody talks about the same shit every fucking week on every fucking podcast. But now fucking Will says it and it's a fucking problem? You fucking for real. Watch any of these fucking dudes on the fucking podcast. They say the same fucking shit. Xbox suck ass, PlayStation's the best, Nintendo is fucking Nintendo. Every fucking week
And an
from
Xbox
this
channel is Game Pass, Game Pass,
Game
Game
Pass, Game
Pass.
Pass. Game exactly. But then Will fucking does it and it's a fucking problem. Like, bro, what the why? Why are you fucking on Will's ass for what he thinks, but nobody fucking else? You're over here fucking kissing their ass. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're a hypocrite. And you know who the fuck you are. You know exactly who the fuck you are. And I'm not going to say you as an individual, but as a they, they fucking know who they are. There's a group of them and we all know them. Some of them even have their own fucking YouTube channels. Some of them are very popular on X, right? But man, like, fuck off, dude. You fucking tune in every single week. Not only tune in, you're a fucking member in these people's fucking channel. And they just say the same shit. And no problemo there. I'm sorry, Henry. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. I
And
apologize.
the same thing that people, what I'm going to say about a lot of these pocket watches, though, something that fucking drives me nuts is these guys will bitch about $70 games and the
Yeah,
price of a console, and these
yeah,
motherfuckers dropping 100 on every goddamn Xbox show.
exactly.
Like, bro,
Facts.
you got $100, but you fucking every Colt Eastwood show you dropping 100, every fucking gas show you dropping 50, you dropping $300 a week on YouTube, and you're worried about what other people are buying for games and systems. Get the fuck out of
Facts.
here, dude.
Facts.
God, that
Absolutely.
shit drives me nuts.
Absolutely.
70's too much for a game, but you'll drop it on some fucking YouTuber in a weekend. Get the fuck out of here.
And
70 was never too much for a game,
no,
bro. That's
no.
what get me, is because
That's
even when that
crazy.
first that shit
You
that
know
shit kicked
what?
off. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I said this for a while because, like, you look at it back, like, PS3 games were like $60, which is a lot more money than $70 is a day.
Yeah.
But the reason a lot of layoffs are happening, there's so many games coming out, and games are like 2, 3, 4 times longer on average than they used to be, too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
That's a
that's
fact.
why you're seeing a
That's
lot of
a
layoffs.
fact, boy. Shoot, back in
Fucking they are
PS3,
long as fuck.
Xbox
Yeah.
360, PS3,
Games were
bro,
like
your
12
game,
to 20 hours.
12
Now
hours,
games are
bro.
20 to
12
50
hours.
hours.
Yep. Dude, why do you think I can beat Gears of War every single year? Because between all the games, I maybe put in like 40, 50 hours. That's one fucking game now. I mean, fuck, I'm playing Silent Hill. I'm already up to like 15, 16 hours. And I've only been playing at nighttime. It's not like a normal game where as soon as I wake up, like on a weekend, like today, I'll play a couple hours, then I'll go, do my chores, get ready for the day, go to my parents' house, go visit my sister, shit like that, and then come home, play it again. No, Silent Hill is I only play when it's dark because I want to get the vibes right, right? But you're absolutely
Word, the
right about
vibes.
that, motherfucker. The games have never been expensive. Now, I said this before on Thrifty's podcast where back in the 90s, right? And I remember, and I talked about Donkey Kong, how I wanted Donkey Kong. My mom took me to Toys R Us. It was my birthday. And I only got one game during my birthday and one game during Christmas. That's it. And I remember going to fucking Donkey Kong after waiting, or Toys R Us after waiting for my birthday to get Donkey Kong. And I remember my mom buying or grabbing Donkey Kong and then saying, "What the fuck, $80? You fucking crazy." I was like, "Well, mom, I really want it." And I had to kind of resell her on it to get. But $80, that was like 1997, bro. $80 back in 97 to today's money is fucking like $130. Like, think about this: a console, the Super Nintendo and N64, they were like $200. They were like 199.99. So just put it in that perspective.
$95, which is like 180 today.
It's ridiculous money. But that also goes to say too,
And you know
the
what's funny? A lot of those games I could beat in like 2 hours.
easily.
Facts.
And I think that back then they relied on that shit, right? It's like, well, these games are expensive, so the replayability of these games is huge. But then I also turn it around on the devs, right? Because then I say, okay, so for example, Nintendo, I forget the four games. I think it was like Zelda, Super Mario, I forgot the other two games, but between those four games in total, their total development cost I think was like 10 or $20 million. And out of those four games in sales, they got like $1 billion back. Like the turn was crazy. I saw this in a documentary. It was a while ago, so I can't remember the specifics. But basically, it was like 20 million that they spent or 10 million in development for the four games, and these are like games that we know as like the holy grail of video games. And they made a shit ton of money, right? And
Yeah,
Right.
my
like 95% of games don't turn a profit now.
no, I get that. But then my complaint is, especially to the big guys, like, the people that have been around forever, like Bethesda and EA and like all these people that have been around since the 90s and before, is y'all weren't saying shit when y'all were making for every dollar you spent, you made 500 back. And now y'all are mad that you don't have that same ratio, that now it's every 200 you spent, you get 400 back. So it comes from both ways, right? Back then, you got a lot, games were, I would say, more expensive and you got less game, where today they're cheaper and you get way more game. That's a good point, Nelson. Very good point.
I've been saying just because it's like a lot of even these little indie games that be $30, $40 be longer than games were 15 years ago. It's
Bro,
crazy.
speaking of indie games, so I'm glad I got y'all here. Question for you guys. Friday was my very first time ever trying to get a refund for a game that I bought on PlayStation Digital Store.
Ooh wee. Ooh
They
Good luck with
told
wee.
that.
me Well, they told me since I've downloaded the game, there's nothing they can do. And I told them, well, how the fuck am I supposed to know the game is laggy and broken and poppins out the ass if I didn't play the fucking game? And they said, sorry, there's nothing we can do. So my question is, have you guys gotten any refunds and how did you make that refund happen?
Well,
I don't
I'll go
refund
because
anything because I know I ain't gonna get one.
yeah, I tried to get a refund for the new Call of Duty, and the game ain't even came out yet, right? I just played the alpha, and I was like, you know what, this is not it. This shit is not here. And so I hit the customer, and I'm gonna apologize live on air. I got perturbed. You know what I mean? I said some stuff I shouldn't have said because I don't even know if it was a lady. It probably was AI, but so I'm trying to get my refund right because I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, it's the alpha. I've technically not played the game or technically, downloaded the game, so I should be able to get my refund smooth because it's the alpha. I played it, I didn't fuck with it. And basically, what she was saying was, since the game, something about since the game is not out and it's not the actual game that they can't refund. It was some bullshit.
Mm,
And and this is my first time ever trying to attempting to get a refund. You know what I mean? So I thought I was in the clear since it's the alpha. This is the best time in my mind to get a refund. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Since the game ain't out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I
That
played it. So I was looking at it like, okay, this is a demo. I played the demo. I didn't fuck with the demo. Refund me my 70. You feel what I'm saying? But nah. So I go back and forth with her probably like 15 minutes.
damn. They gave you 15 minutes. They fucking closed out on me. They
Bruh,
said, "Is there anything else I can help
no.
you?" And then they shut my ass down when I responded because I was gonna say something like, "Man, I'm disappointed." Like, because they told
Bruh.
me I should contact the publisher or the developer. They're like, "You should contact the developer if you're having these issues." And then I was gonna say, "Well, how am I supposed to contact the? Should I buy my games directly from the developer as well?" And by the time I even typed that out, they say, "All right, have a great day," and cancel my
Nah,
shit.
nah, nah, nah. Nah. She gave me. I was talking to her for a minute, bro. I was
Nah,
talking
bro,
to her
they
for a
fuck
minute,
it.
cause it was like she was trying to defer to some kind of label or somehow it was listed. I'm like, bro, well, on the PlayStation Store, this is what it says. It says the alpha on the PlayStation Store, and she was just like, well, that's the PlayStation Store, whatever. And I was like, well, I can screenshot it to you and send it to you. And she was like, nah. And well, she didn't say nah. She was using all the technical shit, but I'm just kind of giving you the play by play. And bro, by the time it's all said and done, she ended up dead closing out on me because I kind of got disrespectful, but and I don't blame her for that because uh I'm not saying she was like legitimately trying to help me because if she really wanted to, she could have worked some shit out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
um
I'm gonna try
yeah,
calling
that was my
next.
first time, bro.
I'm gonna
That was
try
my first
calling
time.
because we're PS Stars members, and if you're level 4, you get like front of the line type shit. But I took screenshot.
Yeah, but you'll be the first one that they can deny.
Yeah, the first one to say fuck you. I took screenshots of the conversation, so I'll probably make a quick little video and recap it. But man, I just got so pissed off because I even like when Cyberpunk they were giving the money back, like I didn't go for a refund, and I
What
spent
game did you buy?
I forgot the name. It's that bicycle game that fucking
Oh, I know what you're talking
I
about. I know
don't
what you're
buy
talking about
those.
because I think we talked about that.
yeah, the
Uh,
Parcel something, Parcel something.
Yeah, because I said it
And
was kind of like Jet Force, not Jet Force, but Jet Set Radio mixed with
yeah,
Paperboy or some shit.
yeah, and honestly Um, the game wasn't really broken like that, but it did have some pop-ins, and the 30 was like kind of unstable. It started to smooth out after a little bit, but I'm like, I spent 35 on this game. I spent way less on indie games that were bangers, like 20, $25, and these motherfuckers maybe spent 35. And I don't know, I just felt salty about it. Like, man, y'all kind of went at the top of the indie price point, right? Because indies usually sell for like $30, and these motherfuckers like we're doing 35, kind of like Nintendo did with Zelda. Tears, not Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. We're like, yeah, we
That's
want
70.
80. We want 80 for that bad boy. Was it
I want
70?
70 for
It
that
was
GameCube
70. It was
game.
Oh yeah,
70.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. I'm like, so
That's what the fuck it was, a GameCube game.
I felt a certain way about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to get a refund. And I was just talking to damn, what's his name from the UK? He bought some racing game that he didn't like, and he just nonchalant was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go get." After I played it, I don't like it. They have broken features and shit. I'm just gonna go get a refund and apply it to that undefeated game, that fighting, that boxing
Undisputed.
undisputed game. And I was like, "Damn, he's making it seem like it's almost automatic." But maybe it is because he's in the UK and we're in America, so the laws are probably different as far as consumption, digital consumption. But either way, man, that digital, bro, like man, like I said last time, whenever I don't know why I didn't apply the rule for this time, or I did, but maybe I thought I can get my money back. But it's like, man, if you buy something digital, consider it gone, adios, no matter fucking what. Because as soon as you fucking hit X to start that game, you're fucked. You're fucked. Well, actually, you download it, you're fucked. It's not like Steam where
That
Steam
is
gives you like
crazy,
fucking
bro.
2 hours or 4 hours or whatever. Nah,
Yeah,
not
people ask me
PlayStation.
why I don't order games 4 months in advance. Like I pre-order the night before because I always listen
Yeah,
or
that's what I do.
watch listen to
If
those
it's
reviews.
digital,
Yep,
I'll do it the
I
night
always
before.
listen to those like the reviews and stuff like that. If there's issues or whatever with it, I'm like, nah, I'm not. No, I'm
So
good.
then I put what do you call that when people vote? I put one of those
Oh,
a poll on X, and I said, "Is all digital gamers uh all digital gamers an enemy of commerce?" Right? And it was like 90% of people said no, right? But that's a for real question, right? Because if you buy all your games digital, knowing that you have no power basically whatsoever. Like if I go to GameStop or Best Buy and I pre-order a game, I can go there the day of and be like, you know what, I want my money back. They just give me my money back. Or if
Will they do that if you open it?
yeah, like for example, when I bought
I've never
RoboCop,
returned a game physical either. So,
yeah, when I bought a RoboCop, um or my mom bought me RoboCop. I already bought it digitally. I can't believe I took the game back. I should have kept it. But I opened it, or my son opened it, and I took it back, and they gave me my money back. Or not Walmart. Walmart gave me in-store credit, which is better than nothing. So I picked out Red Dead Redemption, the first one for the PS4. I picked that out, and I bought some Q-tips. So at least you get something, which is all I wanted. I didn't want for them to like give me my money. I just want them to put it on my wallet because I'm gonna buy more shit, right? I'm a level 4 fucking PS Plus member, so obviously I buy a fucking shit ton of games. But yeah, that just rubbed me the wrong way, bro. I wasn't happy about that. And I'm glad PlayStation has that class action lawsuit, which they're probably gonna fucking lose. So I hope that happens and they need and it'd be one thing if there was options to buy games digitally different ways, right? Like you can go to walmart.com and get a digital code or Best Buy. You can't do that with PlayStation at all. Any game that's on the PS Store, you can only buy on the PS Store. Like that's a monopoly and that's terrible for consumers because then shit like this happens. But Saudi Arabia, getting back to that. So rumor is that Xbox it's not sending Saudi Arabia any more series or any more consoles. And a reporter from Saudi Arabia got a hold of a couple major retailers to ask them, "Hey, is this true, or are you guys just redoing merchandise, or what?" They're like, "Nope. Xbox told us that they were not going to send us any more consoles, and if we wanted them, they were going to have to be per order."
bro, that
Basically,
shit is done.
it is done. But what's his name? Jeff
People keep
Bootleg.
talking about a new console. It's like there's not enough people in that ecos. Look at all the money PlayStation makes, almost $30 billion a year, and they pocket two of it. You think Xbox is selling, and they take a $200 loss on every Xbox. PlayStation makes a
Yeah.
small profit.
Yep.
You really think they're making a profit off of the Xbox ecosystem?
Well,
Fuck no.
Bootleg Jazz says, well, in his article, he said that he
He's always
contacted.
wrong.
I know he is, but he contacted
boy, ain't he?
somebody from Xbox. I forgot her name, and she basically gave a generic ass answer, basically not saying no and not saying yes. But we all know what that means. That means that it's fucking true. Now, this
Yeah,
isn't
that mean yes.
verified, but putting fucking two and two together, like we've been doing for years. And look, we're not Nostradamus over here. Nelson's not a fucking mind reader. Neither is Henry.
Nah, but
Neither am
common
I.
sense goes a long ways, and like
Well,
my dad says, it ain't so common no more.
that's a fact. So we can put two and two together and figure this shit out. Look, Xbox, they lost the console war a long time ago. Not this generation. They lost
Yeah, but
it.
they don't even have the player base to bring in enough money to.
No.
When you're losing $200 or $100 a console, you got to be really trucking with software, and
Yes.
that is a big hole.
Well, that's what's going to lead us to our next topic, right? Because Xbox hasn't been putting out any fucking software. And look at PlayStation. PlayStation said, "Hey guys, this year is going to be a shitty year for first
They don't
party."
know anybody else's software either. That's the big problem.
And well, yeah, that too. And look at the year PlayStation has had. Here I wrote the list down of the games that you can only play on PlayStation.
Yeah, it might be thin. It might be thin for first party, but you know what? I can't first party, second party, third party. If it's a great game, that's all that matters to me. I
Yeah,
prefer it to be
exactly.
first party just because if Sony partners with somebody and they get a big hit or something like that, they can end up being like, okay, our contract's done. We ain't gonna make a sequel because we're getting a better offer from yada yada, whoever, right? And then I don't get that game. That's the only reason. That's the only difference between first and second party to me.
Exactly. So this year, I mean, we have games like Stellar Blade, Rise of Ronin, um, The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, Horizon Zero Dawn remastered with a $10 upgrade
Hell to
fee
the diver.
coming up this year. What else? Astro Bot,
Hell divers.
Hell
Silent Hill
Divers,
too.
Silent Hill 2, Spider-Man 2. Well, that was last year. Um, and then we know that Ghost of Yotei is coming, Death
Grand
Stranding's
Blue
coming.
Fantasy Relink.
Grand Blue Fantasy came this year. Marvel's Wolverine, that's coming soon. Not coming soon, but coming
Ghost
as
of the
well.
Yote.
Yep, Ghost of
Death
Yotei.
Stranding 2.
So PlayStation
Lost Soul
has
Side.
Lost Soul Side. So PlayStation hasn't even really announced future games, and we already have a full fucking year, like already. So when people ask me like, why do you play on PlayStation? Here it is. Did y'all hear that clap? Here it is.
Yep. Yeah, I
Here the
heard
fuck it is.
it.
PlayStation first party don't have to be involved. I mean, I want them to be involved because I prefer those games the best. But I've been having a good. And by the way, shout out to RPG and Henry. I've been playing the fuck out of Silent Hill at nighttime, like I said.
Hey,
And man,
Eve 2. That game was
yeah,
awesome. Stellar
yes,
Blade.
Eve.
Oh yeah, Stellar Blade was so
Yeah,
good.
Cellblade was awesome.
But yeah, they've been and I've been having a good ass time with these fucking with Silent Hill, bro. A really good time, and it's a good ass game. And shout out to Boober, man. I know they've had some shit come out in the last few years, but
They've all only made shit the last like 6 years.
yeah, yeah, and they've been killing it with Silent Hill. And I've been reading some threads on Silent Hill, especially from like the OG fans, and they're super happy with Silent Hill. Me as a newcomer, I'm super happy with it. So like we've been getting these little gems throughout the year, and it's just been phenomenal. Henry, what has been your biggest like gem of the year that's you've been surprised at how good it is and the whole nine yards? Doesn't
I'm
have
gonna
to be
say,
PlayStation, just anything in general.
well, shoot, man, that's what I played. I played on PlayStation, but I'll say I was surprised at how good and how much I enjoy Evo Tension. To be honest with you, that was a China Hero Project game. It's just straight stealth. You know what I mean?
You know, that's what I should have bought instead of that fucking Parcel game. But
And
anyway,
I'm gonna tell you that there are some performance issues, but only it's only in like two parts where some cutscenes about to kick off. Like right before the cutscene about to kick off, you'll have the frame drops, but then after the cutscene, like during the gameplay, it's no issues. You know what I
I don't really
mean?
care about cutscenes that much. Like if
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
drop, because it's like I watch movies at 20 or 24 frames. So
yeah.
when I start playing the game though, I don't want that shit.
but that's where the issue is. But it's an awesome game. I think I got
What
like
game is
20
it?
hours into Evo
Evil.
Tension.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, it dropped, and
It's an indie game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It dropped for like
I'm playing an indie game right now.
$34, $34.
What are you playing?
Uh,
Akambot.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Teambot.
I almost bought that game. It's on sale right now for $15. Is it worth 15?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of pop in and shit like that, but it's like playing like Ratchet and Clank on PS2 or something, PS3.
I'll probably buy it Friday when I
It's
get
fun.
paid.
It's a fun game though. Like the mini games, like I've done ship shooting. I just did one where I was in a buggy shooting stuff and racing towards the end and stuff. I did one where it's like a fighter arcade.
Oh, that's tight.
It's the same people that made Pumpkin Jack. If you ever played any of
Yeah.
Pumpkin Jack,
Actually, I'm gonna order a physical copy of Pumpkin Jack. I got it digitally, but Limited Run Games is doing a print, so I'm gonna order that digitally on Friday when I get paid, or
That's
physically, I
fine.
mean.
That's fine.
Nelson, what's been your gem of the year that kind of caught you off guard a little bit?
it didn't really catch me off. But Helldivers 2, man, I actually, you know how I say I never pre-order anything really early. That's the only game the day it went up on pre-order. I had that shit pre-ordered like right down there, max edition.
Yeah, we just
Max
played
edition.
Helldivers on our Tuesday co-op and live stream, and I was telling RPG like, man, I really had a good time, and I want to get back into it.
I
Cause
do
I
too. I'm just always behind. And there's so much going on right now. Like,
brothers.
I don't know.
That's a fact.
My anniversary was yesterday, and my kid's birthday was today, and I work today.
Yeah, you
Man,
got a lot of shit
congratulations,
going
happy
on.
birthday, all that stuff, bro. All in the
Yep.
same pack.
Yep. And then next week we have both kids' birthday parties, and then the week after that, the oldest birthday party. So
Busy
every
man.
weekend, man. And then right after that's deer hunting. I'm gone for 2 weekends. So, and then after that, hopefully it's, yeah, more normal. I'm tired of going places. I'm used to not having to go nowhere. I used to get in so much game time because I work weekends. So I'd work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, be home on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Nothing happens on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you know what I play? Games all day. I gotta do shit. I ain't gotta show up to no fan. You know what I'm saying? But now that I work weekdays, it's like I gotta show up to like family stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I used to just
Yeah,
game
buddy.
all day, every day. Now I gotta like be like a family man and do all the family stuff and go to events and weddings and shit. I used to get on all that.
Well, my mom today at dinner, my mom was like, "Hey, yesterday, me and your sister, we went to a birthday party. If we would have invited you, would you have went?" And I'm like, "Well, whose birthday?" And she says somebody's niece's. I'm like, "Why the fuck would I go to that?" She's like, "See, that's why we didn't invite you." Okay, good to know. I'm like, "Come on, you know me." But yeah, no, I feel you, bro. Like, if I don't have to go, I won't fucking go, man. I'd rather be at home chilling, playing video games. I mean, I force myself to do shit for my son because I'm like, I earned my time to be at home playing video games now. You know what I'm saying? I earned this shit. Like, we got a house, we have vehicles, we have fucking, we got groceries, like bills are taken care of. Now I just want to chill. But you're
Facts.
fucking 8 years old, bro. You got to get your social life up. You got to get your education up. You got to get up to the level where I'm at. Like, this is the reward at the end of the tunnel, hopefully, right? But then you just be too tired. You fucking get home and you have the money, you got the
VR,
time.
dude. I'm on my feet all week. It's like I want to play VR. Like I'll be sitting here all the time VR and it's like thinking about it tonight. Like I want to play VR, but I'm like, man, you're gonna be on your feet all week again.
Yeah.
You really want to do that? This is the only time to sit on your ass. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, bro, I played what's that game? Pistol Whip. I played Pistol Whip not last week, the week before, and my quads were sore for like fucking 5 days. I was like, damn, but hey, that's good workout and I can use it, right? But yeah, man, it's been a pretty good year for gaming. I've been telling people look for reasons to play a game, not reasons not to play a game. And if you do
Facts.
that, there's always something to fucking play. And look, I'm not saying everything out here
there's like
is
10 games in October that I'd be willing to play.
well,
Like obviously not day one because you can't, but if you can't find stuff to play, you just don't like a lot of games. I mean,
exactly. Well, speaking of 10 games to play, um I have a little list that I wrote down of games that are coming this week. And the first game that I have on my list is Unknown 9 Awakening. Now, that's the game, the chick that did The Witcher on Netflix, what's her name? Gerald's girlfriend, uh,
Siri?
Yennefer.
No,
Yennefer.
Yennefer. Yeah,
The
Yennefer. Sure.
actress
Yeah.
that plays Yennefer, she's also the lead in this game, and basically she like has an out of body power where she can step back and then her spirit stays behind and she can like get behind people. The game is getting published by Square Enix, but that comes out this
Uh
week.
oh.
People are saying that it's woke and all this shit because it's a girl, but I haven't seen anything that lets
I
me
don't
know
care
that
if
it's
there's a
woke.
girl in a game or if
Me
they're
neither.
black or whatever.
Whatever.
I just don't want them forcing their fucking politics on me.
Exactly. And from what I've
And if
seen, I
you're
didn't
gay, that's cool. Just keep your trap shut. I don't need to know about your personal life.
exactly.
I don't care.
But yeah, I didn't see none of that shit. So I'm actually having it in my wish list. It's a $50 game. It's not a full price game. So if it reviews well, I'll be buying that. So it comes October 20th, which is gonna be Tuesday of next week. The
That
other
reminds
game,
me that you're talking about that. I gotta finish Nobody Wants to Die after I get done with Akambot,
dude,
and then I gotta play Gorgie.
is that game good? Nobody wants to
It's
die.
it, I've only played the first like chapter, but yeah, it's good. It's just like a detective type game, but it's cool. Like going through and investigating. It looks really nice. It's not
Yeah.
that incredibly expensive.
Well, I saw that it's like a cyberpunk world futuristic game, which I really
Yeah,
like.
it's really cool. It's a great game to like kind of like I don't want to do a whole lot of action stuff right now. I just want to sit back and you know what I
Chill.
mean? Like, yeah,
Word.
they do
Gotcha.
do
Just
a chapter at a
one of
time.
them
You know what
cool
I mean?
decompressed type games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's dope. Yeah, I might pick that up too because I think it's
It's
like
a great
25
game that
bucks.
you like. You're probably not gonna like play and just I can't stop playing, but it's a great game like chapter per chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those like how I treat Power Wash
Sit down and
Simulator.
play a chapter. Yeah, play it for a chapter and then
Bounce. Yeah, that's what I do with Power Wash Lemonade. Like I've been playing it a little bit more because the Shrek DLC came out. But yeah, I usually play it during podcasts because I don't have to focus on the game like that. And also, it's like if I want to listen to music or podcast, then I pop that out because normally I pay attention to the game 100%, so no distractions. But Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, so you get the
Cop,
PS5 upgrade. That's
cop.
coming the 15th. I'm getting that as well. So that's gonna be on Tuesday, so 2 days from now.
the
Um,
old Darksiders game.
yeah,
Is it a
they
remaster or what?
yeah, rematch. They're doing a PS5 upgrade.
Oh,
So new
if I own it, hang
visuals.
on.
It's
That's
$15.
a cop, bro.
So even if you don't own it, it's only 15
Oh,
bucks.
really? I
Yeah,
might get that anyways.
it's
I'm
not
trying not to
expensive.
spend nothing until Black Friday.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
that's where I'm
Cause
I'm
You
like,
coming
might
in
you
cause
hot.
might be able
once
to
my
get it for
PS5 Pro comes out,
$13.
I'm just trying to play like some smaller games or whatever. Cause you know what I mean. It's like I'm really glad I haven't played Spider-Man yet, cause I want to play it at even higher frames with higher fidelity and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to pick out the smaller games, like the indie games and stuff like that, that ain't gonna make no damn bit of difference on
Yeah,
but hardware.
bro. This Black Friday, the last couple Black Fridays, I didn't go hard. I purchased, a couple games here and there because if it's a game I want to play, I buy it day one. But this year, there's so many indie games and double A games that I just didn't buy. I'm gonna go hard on Black Friday. I already got like 300-400 bucks put away just for Black Friday for games for me. So I'm gonna go crazy.
Feel
Another
you.
one that comes out is Just Dance 2025 edition. That's a game that Nelson wants.
Skip.
New
I don't
World.
buy none of those games.
Well, bro, they're Just Dance. New World Eternum. I think RPG was playing that game
I
for a
might
little
check that
bit.
out. I might check it out.
Did you
Cause
play it?
no, but I have been playing Throne and Liberty. I played that a lot, and so that has opened me up to possibly checking out New World because
I've been thinking about getting that too, but I haven't been downloading like a lot of those free to play games. I don't want to download them right now because I'm gonna get a 4 terabyte into my PS5 Pro, and then like once I lock that in, I'm done with this gen for hardware.
man, Throne and Liberty is fucking solid, bro. Fucking solid. Down,
And
waste some
it's
space
free.
on it, bro.
What
Yeah,
does it
yeah.
play like?
I don't really like free.
Is it like an action
Yeah.
adventure game
Hold
or
on.
like?
Did you don't like free? What the fuck you mean
I
you
know
don't
what
like free?
free means in video games. Free means it's goddamn keep inserting the quarter.
Nah, bro. It's not. Well, I will say
Free means expensive to me
no,
in
no,
game
no.
terms.
If
Hell
you if
yeah.
you if you like trying to be super optimal and competitive and shit like that, it is pay to win to that degree. But when I play these games, I don't play that way. You know what I mean? I go through all the story. I link up with some of the homies. We have a good time. We raid. We knock out quests and shit like that. You know what I mean? So if you just going hardcore, you know what I mean, like a lot of these World of Warcraft people, then sure you might spend a couple of dollars here or there, but it's tight, bro. It plays like fucking a better looking, more accurate movement controlling World of Warcraft.
Okay. It's interesting. That's good to know. I might check it out. I mean, it's free. I ain't got shit to lose but
Yeah,
a
it's free.
couple,
It's
some
free.
minutes of my life. But New World Eternum that drops on Tuesday as well. Squirrel with a Gun that comes on
I
Tuesday.
got that
That
pre-ordered.
do you?
What the
Yeah, I
fuck?
do.
How
What
much
the
I
was it?
want to be
fuck?
a squirrel with a gun.
How much was it?
Like $18.
Oh, that's cheap. I might just get that too then. If you
I'm
let me
playing
know if it's
squirrel with a
dope,
gun.
I'll fucking get it. Cause I like some of those
Dude, look at
silly
that
ass
game. That
games,
it looks stupid. I think my kids are gonna have a blast with it.
bro. That game was hot
It
on
looks
PC.
hilarious.
It was
Yeah,
like
it
on
was
the
hot on
gaming
PC.
news. It was like everywhere.
Yeah,
People
but
were
they play
fucking.
those guys are weird too, though. So that doesn't
That
really
is
mean a
true.
lot.
That
They're
is
fucking
true.
goofy as fuck.
Yeah, but when mainstream medium picks a game up like that, they don't.
Yeah,
They
that's true. If
generally
it
don't.
was stupid, it wouldn't come over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that drops Tuesday. The 16th, which is 13, 14, 15, that's Wednesday. You have 8-Bit Adventures and Purpose. I don't know what none of those two games are. Purpose 1951. The 17th. Now this day I have off, and I took it off because I got a dentist appointment in the morning, and I got a VA hospital appointment at around 11 a.m. But I'm geeked because A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead comes out, which by the way, that game, if you
Ooh, when
put
that
your
come out,
headset Thursday, if
I'm getting that.
yeah, I'm getting it too. In that game, if you have your headset on and you're fucking breathing loud, you will fucking die. The monsters will find you. You fucking start talking on your headset, they will find you. So that's dope as shit. So I'm excited for that. And the other game that comes on Thursday is Arizona Sunshine, the remake. So that's the PSVR 1 game they're remaking for PSVR 2. I just beat Arizona Sunshine 2 and I love that fucking game and I'm getting that. So Tuesday, Thursday, I'm gonna be gaming on that. I might go live on the Arizona Sunshine. I'm not sure if I'll go live on the Quiet Place. Like I might want to do that one like I did Silent Hill and just play it at night and let the creep factor. Mech Warrior 5 Clans also comes out for anybody into mechs, which I kind of am. And those are the games of noteworthy. The 18th, which is Friday, you got Hot Wheels Monster Truck Stunt Mayhem. Um,
Squirrel with a Gun comes out on Tuesday.
yes,
1 day,
Tuesday.
13 hours, 42 minutes.
Yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed. That comes out Friday. I have that pre ordered physically on Amazon. And Unknown 9 Awakening. So it's not the 20th. It's the fucking Friday, the 18th. So I'm actually kind of excited for the Mutants Unleashed game. I hope I get a day one from Amazon because I got a pre-order through there, but we'll see. And yeah, that's what's coming out this week. So a couple games that I'm looking forward to. Nelson already has Squirrel with a Gun pre-ordered. Um, Henry's looking forward to New World Eternum, or at least wants to check it out.
Yeah,
We're
I'm gonna check it
all
out for sure. I'm
we're
checking that out.
we're all interested in Darksiders 2, definitive edition. Um, A Quiet Place, me and Henry are interested in. Arizona
That's co-op,
Sunshine,
ain't it?
which one?
Quiet Place.
I am not sure. I'm not sure if it's co-op or not.
I don't think
And
so. That would be a single player story. Like,
yeah, I think so. It's a $30 game, so it's not expensive.
oh, I'm
Um,
gonna get that done.
I just hope it's not like clunky and shit. You know how some of these games that are cheaper, they're just kind of like half baked and shit. I just hope it ain't that.
Yeah, because I seen one thing they was talking about how like you can like pour sand or walk on sand in
Yeah, to
order to keep
cover
your
your
foot.
footsteps.
Foot yeah, yeah. I was like, yo, that shit kind of cool,
Yeah.
bruh.
So I'm gonna
But I
kind of
didn't know
wait.
about the
I
breathing
can't believe that
thing.
game's
Oh
that
yeah,
cheap though. It's got to be really, really short, obviously, but still,
probably. Yeah. The thing. I mean,
because they have to pay for the license. Which I mean, they probably wouldn't charge a ton for that license, but $30 for you know what I mean, a licensed game is like it's probably real, real short. But
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm when I it was already in the back of my mind. Like, should I get it? Should I not? I saw the gameplay video they had. It looked pretty cool. And then I heard about the breathing thing. Like Henry said, the sand. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this. But I did not pre-order it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try to see a review. I hope reviews come out the day before, and I can see what's up. If it's a 70, I'm still gonna get it. I'm not expecting it to be like an 80 or 90 or nothing like that, but I want it to at least be like between above 65.
I like to see it in this like mid to late or mid to high 70s. That's always a good sign.
Yeah,
Like
well,
there's
yeah.
not gonna be a whole lot of issues, and
hmm
you know
So
what I mean.
I'm excited for that. But those are the games that are coming out this week. And like I said, man, if you're looking for reasons to play, I mean, just here between three of us, there's like 4 or 5 games that we all want to play. And
All
then
right.
the last topic that I wanted to talk about is the PS Plus. I know that we buy a lot of our games, but when I see games coming to PS Plus, I always think about as far as what
If I
people
ever
are
got
getting.
broke, yeah, if I was broke, man, and if I had to live off that for a while, I'd be alright.
Exactly. So some of the games that are coming this week is one that I gifted Nelson. Me and Nelson played. We like it. I'm waiting for Nelson to get the DLC so we can the second DLC so we can play that shit. And it's Dead Island 2. That's coming on Plus. Nelson, what do you think of Dead Island?
It's a pretty good game. I give it a solid like 8.25.
Yeah, me too.
It's a solid game. It's a
It's
good game. It's a fun game to play co-op.
yes, and Henry, have you played it?
No, I have not played it, but I'm gonna check it out though since it's on Plus.
Bro, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. It's pretty good. It's fun. The next one that's coming out is Gris. Now I own that game on Steam Deck and on PlayStation. So I haven't played it, but of course it's one of those like artsy games that gets a lot of accolades. Return to Monkey Island. That's another one that's well known. Doesn't really interest me. It's like a storyboard game. Two Point Campus. I actually own a 2 Point game. The only reason I bought it is because it was like $5. And then the other one, or the two other ones is or three other ones. The Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me. I don't think I own that one. Ghost Recon Wildlands. I don't own, so I'm kind of interested in that one. Dino Crisis. Now that's the one that I'm looking into playing. Nelson, you tell me I'm gonna hate it because of the graphics, right?
Yep, you're gonna hate it.
So good thing it's on PS Plus, so I don't gotta pay for it, and it'll be there readily available. But yeah, those are the games coming this week, so keep an eye out for those. And I think that's a great
Dino
deal.
Crisis is the first game. I don't know if anybody remembers back in the day where what we had just got the internet long ago and used to be able to go on those walkthroughs and whatever and print that shit out. And Dino Crisis was one of the first games I ever printed out a walkthrough so I could get to that goddamn pipe puzzle.
Well, bro, is Dino Crisis better than Turok?
Yeah,
Or
well, they're very different games.
please explain, because I don't
Very
know.
different. Okay, Turok is like Doom, but with dinosaurs.
Okay,
And Dino Crisis is just like playing Resident Evil 2 with dinosaurs.
okay.
Same creator, same. It's the tank controls and all that stuff. Your favorite,
Oh God, yes.
like
So
super tank.
you're telling me
Walk through a door, walk through a gate.
the
You
same
have the
guy
little
created.
cutscene where, yeah, Shinji Mikami,
So what? He's got a
the
dinosaur
guy that used to work for
fascination.
Ice Group. No, he's got a. Well, he makes horror, Evil Within, God
Okay,
Hand,
so he's a
Dino
beast.
Crisis, Resident Evil 2. Yeah, that's why he left Xbox.
Nice. Oh wait, so he's part of the Hi-Fi Rush team?
He made that team. That was his studio.
Oh, nice. Yeah, dude's a beast,
He
man, at what he
he didn't
does.
he didn't he didn't he didn't direct that, but oh, he made Vanquish too. Remember Vanquish?
Oh yeah,
Fire,
I
top
own
three game of
the
the year of my all
Bayonetta
time.
Vanquish combo. I got that on PS4 physical.
Yeah, bro, I love Vanquish, bro. That's the
That's
only
dope.
game I would beat without dying.
That's dope as hell. And well, last thing we could say is Astro Bot. How about
But
that
like for
game?
me, I love Dino Crisis beating up. Like if you go through like those type of games on PS1, for me would be like Resident Evil 2 would have been my favorite, and then Dino Crisis, and then Resident Evil 1, and then Resident Evil 3. I like
Well,
those
I'm
games.
gonna I'm gonna check it out this week when it
Dino
comes out.
Crisis a close second. Resident Evil 2 just a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm
I
definitely
even
checking
like
that out.
Dino Crisis 2, but first one was better.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to check it out. I mean, I play Sun and Bone, which I'm gonna complete, and I got that fucking killing dinosaur
Oh, I
itch.
forgot to get that.
I mean, I'll wait for it to go on. I mean, it's already a $30, but I mean, I buy these games mainly to support them dudes because I think it's impressive that a group of brothers get together to buy this or to make these fucking games. But I mean, it's fun. It's like an arcade game, but it's graphics are a little performance is great. I mean, you can play up to 120 on that game.
Yeah, I know, but I pay almost that much to get remasters of Turok 1 and 2 that are goddamn N64 games. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's true. Yeah, I buy it, man. So I support them. But yeah, dude, that's actually Sun and Bone. That live I did with that game, it's got like almost 500 views on it, which is more than like most of my videos. So that game did numbers for me. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is Astro Bot. So Push Square come out with an article based on the UK and Europe numbers, because obviously we don't have those numbers quite yet. But
Nope.
th- Astrobot is the most. It has sold all platformers games in the last 10 years, except for the Mario games. That is impressive as
Games in
fuck
general
to
can't
me.
outsell Mario though, but
That's
I don't
true.
know if it really is though because those games don't sell at all. So is it? I'd like to know if it sold at least over 1 million in its
Oh
first
yeah,
month.
it did. It did more than a
I
million.
don't know.
According to them, it has sold 34 more copies than Sonic Frontiers, and
Yeah, but that
approximately
probably sold like crap too. That game sucked.
no, Sonic sold a couple million. It
That old
also
game was
sold
awful.
52% more copies than Crash Bandicoot.
I bought that shit. Yeah, but the Crash Bandicoot 4 sold like 1/10 as much as the Insane Trilogy. It sold like 500,000 copies its first month.
Hold up, I got it pulled up right here. So it says in the U.S. the game also doing pretty well, according to Circana sales analyst Matt Piscatella. In its first week available, the title was only outpaced by NBA 2K25. It's also performed reasonably well in the PS Store sales charts too. This is all good news for the fans. Blah blah blah. So the only game that beat Astro Bot in the first week was 2K25, and you know those fucking games sell like fucking bread in a fucking hungry fucking fest. So
What the fuck?
I don't know. I couldn't think of an analogy, so I just came up. You're hungry. You're at a hungry fest. You want bread. So, so the only game that beat it was 2K25, which is impressive, bro. Because people be buying that $160 whatever fucking edition of 2K where you get fucking NBA
Yeah,
live
for the
fucking
same
TV.
to get the new roster update.
Yeah, together. And I'm
Yeah,
like, what
they
the
be cashing out
fuck,
on that shit, bro.
bro? These motherfuckers.
I
But the
used to love sports games, dude, but I can't buy them no more because I'm like,
oh
I'm gonna pay $80, and then if I want to play online, I gotta spend a couple $100 more to have
yeah
a competitive team. Like this is crazy for a roster
yeah.
update. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
fuck that. Well, that's what MLB The Show came on PS Plus. Me and Thrifty checked it out, and I'm like, dude, this fucking
This
game
game
is
looks
worse.
worse. Yeah, it's worse. Do you know why? Because they got to put it on Switch and shit now.
Man, it sucked, dude. And like the UI was convoluted. Like it's just like
That's what happens when you go multiplat.
the last MLB The Show that I bought and played was 19 because I stopped supporting MLB once they moved the All Star game from Atlanta because of fucking the them. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, baseball. Like, you're gonna fucking bow down to this fucking group of people who don't even watch baseball. So I stopped fucking with baseball and I stopped buying baseball games just like I did with the NFL. I stopped fucking with the NFL when
Facts, I
Kaepernick
fuck
took
with
that
that.
fucking shit. So I stopped. I just like, you know what? Fuck it. And I got Green Bay right down the street, bro. Not down the street, but it's like a 2 hour drive. And I used to go to Green Bay Packer games all the fucking time, man. I stopped. I'm like, dude, I gotta draw a line in the sand, bro. I can't support people who fucking
Yeah, I
hate me.
respect it.
And so yeah, and look, man, look, America's not perfect. We're not perfect at all. But I love my fucking country and I will
Yeah, we
die for
damn
my
near close.
country.
We closer than everybody else.
Bro, we are so much better off. I tell people all the time, Nelson, you know, Baghdad, one of the big when you think of Baghdad, you think of a big city, like how you think of Chicago, how you think of New York. You go to Baghdad right now, you go like in the middle of whatever streets in your city that's super busy. Think about walking on the street and all of a sudden you got to jump because there's about a foot wide freaking trench on the ground with open sewage in the middle of a city where there's 5 million people. Just imagine that.
Sounds like California.
Yes. So that's that. Look at Puerto Rico. We Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States. A hurricane passes through there, they're out of electricity for 2-3 weeks. Here, there's a thunderstorm, knocks out electricity. My energy company will shoot me a text message that says, "Hey, your electric went out. It should be back up between 7 and 8 o'clock tonight." And guess what
Facts.
happens? It's up by 7 o'clock tonight. Only in America we have fresh water, we have clean water, electricity. That's like, come on, guys. You obviously haven't been outside the U.S., so you may not know. But yes,
Yeah, you don't know how you have it. Some people bathe once or twice a year.
exactly. And even like European
And
countries,
they
some of
and they
those,
and they bathe with ducks and goddamn fish and shit.
absolutely. Now, like
I've
I
seen
said,
it. Like
we have our problems.
they don't even use
Absolutely.
soap. They just put their ass in the
And
lake.
the water, yep, that's it. And look, man, we have it really good in comparison. Yes, is it expensive? Yes. Do we have shit that's fucked up? Yes. Is our FDA fucking stupid as fuck? Yes. We have a lot of things that are wrong, but man, we have it way better. But anyways, that's it for tonight. I think we
Being
got it
poor in
all
the
out.
United States is richer than most of the rest of the world.
Absolutely. We pay a lot in taxes too. But I said everything I wanted to say tonight, guys. I mean, I don't think we got to drag this podcast out. Do you guys have anything to say, Henry?
I wanted to bitch about arcade prices real
Oh
quick,
yeah, go ahead, go
Bitch
ahead.
about them. Bitch about
bro.
them hoes.
I took my kids to the Grand Slam, which is in Minnesota, right? And they got laser tag, and they got arcade, and they got
Oh
they
shit,
got
bro.
VR. They got a VR thing now. I forgot to take a video of that. We'll be back in 2 weeks. But my other kid's birthday, but they got VR. It's like $6 a game or whatever. I don't know how long you get,
That's how it is
but
in the
you go in,
Dells.
you win like a thing. Like I forgot to take a video. I might play a game next time, but um yeah, at the arcade, my kid asked me. He likes to play these crane games, and I've been trying to tell him this is the youngest because the oldest will keep telling his young brother those crane games are a fucking scam. Because I've been telling that, and he listened, but my little one don't listen, and he had this little girl with him that he invited, and she kept asking her to give me more money. I put $50 on the gaming card, and with the if you do $50, you get an extra like $5 worth for free. So they went through $55
Hey
in
Heather, how
six
you
or
doing?
7 minutes.
Thank you for stopping by. Sorry to cut you off,
Five,
Nelson.
6 to 8 minutes, dude. They went through $55 in 6 to 8 minutes. You know why? $4, and they got like these $4 guy or 50-cent toys, like little goddamn hamburgers and shit like that. Shit you would get in a goddamn not. They're below Happy Meal things, right? And then you got to win at the crane game. $4 to play the crane game, dude.
Sheesh.
$4.
Fuck
So
that,
think
bro.
about 25 seconds. Every 25 seconds, $4. They burnt up $55 in 6 to 8 minutes.
Oof.
I was pissed. And then she kept conning my kid into asking me for more money. I'm like, are you fucking nuts?
Yeah, you know how them kids get, bro. They come up with these plans.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
they're like, give me the card, we'll get money on it. And they were going on asking other people for it because I wouldn't give them no money. I'm like, they gotta give you shit.
Yeah, fuck that. I barely want to give my
But
own kid
even
something. Imagine some
even the
random
real
kid.
games though, like I played like a motorbike game or whatever. I won the motorbike. I took first in the motorbike game and the racing game though too, the Doom Buggy type one or whatever. Those were $4 a piece too, dude. It's like races like 90 to 120 seconds.
Well, bro,
$4 a game.
that's how it is. What was it at the Great Wolf
That
Lodge? I
shit
think
is
that arcade.
crazy.
I just went to Great Wolf Lodge, bro.
They
I
have an
just
arcade in
went,
there, and it was the same shit. It's like
bro.
$5 for VR, and they had like a dinosaur one and
That ain't
shit.
nothing. This is no. I'm talking. This is a regular freaking sit down and play a game, like a game that used to be like $1, like a Daytona USA or
Sheesh.
50 cents.
Yeah.
$4, dude. I'm not talking about VR at all. This
Damn,
is a
that's
regular just
crazy.
game.
That's insane, bro.
Oh
And
yeah, hurry up, baby.
remember,
Hurry
The
up.
guys.
cheapest game, like one of the cheapest games they had. Me and Marcus were playing a Ghostbusters game that was $2 each. That was one of the cheaper ones.
Well, because of arcade, it's the reason we got consoles. Arcade at home.
Yeah,
Remember
but I used
that?
to bitch when that shit went up to 50 cents. When did that shit go from $1 to $4?
Bro, everything. Well, everything's gone up. Fucking eggs are now
Shit,
$100.
while we was out earning, making a living, providing for our family, that's when that shit went
Well,
up.
it's fuck. Yeah, I mean, remember our memories are, yeah, you used to play a quarter, 50 cent for a game. Now that your kids and our kids, Henry and my kid are gonna be like, yeah, $5 is cheap. Back in my day, it was $5. Now you're paying $20. Yeah, you should.
Facts, bro.
That's how it fucking is, bro. I mean, it's just the way it is. So arcade gaming is keeping up with inflation, but yet console video games are not, right? Because they're still $70 a piece. So you basically paid what you could have paid for a brand new AAA game.
Yo, my kids blew. Like I tried to explain to Luke, like I'm on that stupid crane game where I could have got you a package of every one of those toys in there for about $3 at the goddamn dollar store because it would have been like three for a goddamn dollar. They were that cheap at toys.
Yeah.
And you guys spent enough money where another $5 to $10 with tax included. I could have bought you a Super Mario game. You guys could have played your little hearts out for months and months and months.
Bruh.
You did that
Facts,
in less
bruh.
than 10 minutes.
Hey, have any of you guys played Mario RPG?
I
Yeah, I
have
beat
not
it.
played it.
Is it good? Should I get it?
You wouldn't like it. It's an RPG.
Is it turn based or something?
Yes.
Fuck that.
That's great.
Even on a good sale.
You wouldn't play it.
Okay, you're right. You're right. It's just my collector mind, bro. Stop fucking judging me. Shit.
And you know what's funny? That's the only Nintendo Switch game I've beaten ever.
Oh
Like finished
shit.
from start to finish.
I've never been a Nintendo game. I mean, Guns and Cannoli, but that's not a Nintendo game. Yeah, it's just, dude, the Nintendo, like the Switch is cool, but that's like last resort type shit. You know, it's like, okay, I ain't got
I'd only
nothing.
play if I travel, and I don't travel. That's why I don't care about handhelds.
I'd much rather play
I
on the
don't
Steam
travel
Deck.
enough. Everywhere I go, I gotta drive, so it does me no good to own one. You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of
So when
handheld,
people say, "Oh, you went out and bought the Pro Day One," it's like, yeah, but I don't buy collectors. I don't buy handhelds. I don't buy nothing. All my time is spent in front of my TV that I have to play anything. So I don't buy a lot of these other things that other people buy.
so
My
have you
console
guys,
experience is my end all be all.
have you guys, Henry, have you heard of that PlayStation might do a handheld, like a native handheld for the PS6? Have you guys heard that rumor at all?
I don't think it'll be a
I heard,
PS5.
but I don't know, bro. Cause who gonna
I
fucking
mean,
make games
the
for it?
the Portal is selling like hotcakes,
It is,
and
but then
The
PlayStation
again,
only
like
likes
thing
making
that
people,
if they make
handhelds.
a handheld, people would be pissed off anyways because you'd only get to play your digital games that you own, and there wouldn't be no exclusives for it.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Like, who gonna make games for that
I
shit,
don't
bro?
think if people, honestly, I don't know if people will be pissed off about that. I think people are just
They
fine
would
with
because you'd be pissed off because you can't play none of your disc games.
that. Yeah, no, no,
I
yeah,
know you'd bitch about it.
that I'm talking. Yes, that I agree with. But I'm talking about, like, I don't think people would mind if it was just like a third party machine, not third party machine, but meaning like there's no exclusives to it. I think if people will be fine if just a PlayStation exclusive they can play on there, they're good with that. I don't think they would expect a handheld exclusive game only. I don't think it's like it
Yeah, but
was with the
people would
Vita.
be pissed that they couldn't buy it physical, and they're not gonna make a different what do you want to call it?
That's
You're
true.
not gonna be able to stick a disc in that bitch,
I
and they're
mean,
not gonna make separate mini discs for a handheld that people are using as a secondary device.
well, and
They're not gonna
also
do it. It doesn't
pe-
make no sense.
people have a big misconception as well about physical. Yes, physical is dying out, but at the rate that physical is dying out, it's nowhere near what people think it is. FYI, physical still
Physical would already
accounts.
be dead, but the thing is, a lot of countries don't have that option.
Well, not
They
just
got shit
that.
internet.
Physical still is about 30 to 40, or not 40. It's about
Nah,
30,
it's like
25 to 30% of game sales in general. It's still a
that's
big
because of the
fucking chunk.
Nintendo. On
Well,
everything else, it's like 20% or less.
on PlayStation, it's 20. Let me see. I got it here.
It's like 20 or less.
22.5%. So, I mean, even then, that's still a big chunk of money. We're talking about tens and tens of billions of dollars. So, yes, it's dying, but it's not nowhere near as at death yet. The only way PlayStation could kill it is if they do a digital only console, and if they do, I might be out. I might not get a PS6 if that's the case. I like my ownership way too much than to just. I mean, look at my experience with my refund this week. No, I'm good. Unless they change the law, unless they change how they do it, I'll be out. Honestly, I have PS1 all the way to PS5 gen games that I can get that I can still play. There's been hundreds of thousands of games made, but yeah, I don't know I can fully commit to that. But either way, that's it for the show tonight, guys. Thank y'all so much for stopping through. If you catch us on a replay, please, thank you. Hit that like and subscribe. Once again, right now the show is on my channel for now, but once Nelson gets his shit together, we will be switching over to his on a weekly basis, like we do with our Just Playing live
I
stream on
might be off
Tuesdays.
next Sunday. I don't know. We will find out if we have if I can work overtime anymore
Great,
midweek.
great. So you can be responsible with getting the show together. And then
Yeah, I can.
Tuesday, this Tuesday, it will be Henry and I on our Just Playing live stream. So
For sure.
please join us there. And I'm gonna try to get a guest for Tuesday. I don't know if I'll be able to, but either way, Henry, where can the people reach you?
It's just Henry on X. All my links are inside of there, so just head over there, hit the follow, look inside the bio. My YouTube link is up in there. Holla at the boy.
Facts.
This
I'm
game's
gonna.
pretty fun, man, especially for a $17.
What game?
Akambot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Akeem bot.
Akimbot.
Akembot.
Well, guys, I'm gonna put after the show. I'm gonna put Henry and Nelson's YouTube channels, links on the. Mind you, guys, I do my channel with cell phone footage and fucking PlayStation. All right. So thank you for being patient with me. Quality will go up as the channel grows, but as of right now, this is what we got. So I'll put their links in the description after the fact because I have to do that manually on my phone. And if you are interested in joining us in one of the State of Game podcasts on a Sunday night, and even if you can't make it on a Sunday night, hit us up. If we can change the date or something to accommodate you, we will try. But otherwise, hit that like, that subscribe. Check out Henry's YouTube channel, subscribe over there. Check out Nelson's Gaming, our YouTube channel, subscribe over there. And we'll
For
see
sure.
y'all on Tuesday, and we'll see y'all next week. Keep it gaming.
We gone.